Morning fam, it's Tasha MAMABEAR Prepping. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel where we just talk about end of the world and family preparedness for emergency crisis, food preservation, all that good stuff. So getting into today's topic, this is kind of where your girl's head's been at, is how to prepare for this fall and winter. It's my belief that this fall and winter, I think, is going to be a hard one to say the least. And I think that it's going to be one of the hardest winters, fall winters, that this country has seen in a very, very long time. And I think it's just because there is so much stinking stuff going on. There has been so much, but literally every single day, I feel like it's another thing. It's another thing. It's another thing. Okay. And so it's just a lot. Okay. And you know, we do preparedness every single day in this home, right? It's an everyday thing for us. And it's always about just what are we executing for the day. And that's really all I mean by that. Okay. Now, these are, I guess, tips or just things you could do. They're things that I've been thinking about for my family, that I've been doing now for my family to prepare for fall and winter. And just take it for what it is. It's just small. It's either things to, whether it's things to get, right, to still get, here's another thing to get, or to think about, and then just tips, things to get ahead of certain things. Okay. So let's just do this. Okay. So my number one thing is really an item, and that is, wool blankets. So a lot of the country lives in a part of the country that does get very, very cold. Even places, you guys don't sleep on, but even places that it is very, very hot during the day, it gets very, very cold at night. And so what you want to be thinking about is this just kind of goes into the whole preparedness of backups for grid down, no power, and what you do. These are just backups. And it's nice having a nice solid wool blanket for each member of the house. Now these things can be for a decent one, you know, anywhere from 20, 30, 40 and up, okay? But you can get a decent one for around $20, $25, okay? They're really, really stank, okay? They're real, real stinky. You gotta wash them down, whatever, and then get them. We actually carry them on ours on our bug out bags. They're actually our rolls, part of our sleeping setup. But yeah, get everybody in the house a good wool blanket too, because then there's no fighting if you're cold. If it's a nice chilly night, it's a nice extra blanket that you could just throw on the kiddos, but also for an emergency, not having power, and everybody kind of has a nice sturdy wool blanket. Okay. So wool blanket, don't sleep on them. All right. Second thing is more of a tip. So baby, holidays are coming up, like right around the corner. And there's so many things going on that could impact, you know, how you and your family do holidays. Okay. So my tip for you is, and you can do this if you don't have hardly any money at all, okay? But be thinking about what you and your family normally do for the holidays, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, right? What's your like go-to meal? Is it a turkey on Thanksgiving? Is it some sort of ham on Christmas? Is it some steaks? Is it a panini? What is it that you usually get? And get that stuff in your freezers now. Get your meats, get your turkeys. I know, you guys, I know it takes up a lot of space. But I would hate for us to be in a situation where you could not, you know, get that closer to the holidays. Okay. I'm not trying to say there's going to be some sort of turkey shortage or ham short. I'm not even saying that. Okay. What I'm saying though is that our world is real crazy right now. And you have, you know, Delta variant is out of control. Okay, so don't sleep on that. You need to be staying safe. I'm not saying stay in your house and all that stuff. I'm saying just stay safe and make smart decisions. Okay. I don't know if you guys follow John over Prepper Nation. He recently was sick, you know, with COVID, and he said it almost killed him. Okay, so he's not sleeping. It obviously, just because somebody doesn't want to get their family sick doesn't mean that like you're going against some kind of stuff. Okay, I'm definitely against, you know, being medicated, and I'm not medicated. My son is not medicated. My significant other, for reasons, some other reasons, but we're dealing with medical stuff now because of that, and but that doesn't change the fact that I absolutely do not want anybody in my family to catch anything, okay? So that's enough about that, okay? But what I'm saying, back on track, how did I just switched, right? Back on track. So basically what I want to just say is get your Christmas stuff. Now, baby, if you don't have a whole lot of money, or you're like, look, I want to get something, but I don't have a big space for a huge turkey right now, okay? Baby, there's times I've felt it, okay? Go to the meat section, maybe even the bottom of the sandwich section where the sandwich lunch is, and get you, they're like this size, right? They're pretty small, and just get you a half a ham or a small turkey. It's almost the size that you would really slice up for like sandwiches or something like that. Get that smaller version and get it in there. That way if stuff just goes totally sideways, you've got something that you can still roast easily on open fire and have some sort of remnants of, you know, the holidays, okay? Another idea for hams or any kind of ham stuff is they have ham steaks, really big, nice ham steaks that, again, you could throw some barbecue sauce on or some seasonings on and some tin foil and barbecue it up. Okay, so just some ideas. Get some backups at a minimum. If you can get the real deal and you can afford it and you have the space, do that. But if you can't, you know, I know it's a lot of space to dedicate, you know, when we're trying to stack food right now. But again, remember, mental game is huge, and keeping your family's mental game and keeping things as normal as possible is important, okay? Okay, on to the next. Next thing is my tip, or just something to be thinking about and get out there and get, is vitamins. Vitamins are gonna be they're important right now, okay? We take vitamins every single day. But I think that that's something that we're not going to be able to get later, okay? So you need to be stacking up all the vitamins and different daily type of things that make you feel good, like that. So stacking up on your vitamin C, your vitamin D, A, K, all of it, you guys, zinc, everything, okay? There's a ton more vitamins. You need to be stacking a real good quality daily vitamin for men, women, kids, all that stuff, okay? It's super, super important. Don't sleep on vitamins. I know we talk about over-the-counter meds a lot on this channel and getting that and stacking that up, and that's just as important, but I think vitamins, don't sleep on vitamins. I think a lot of people don't take vitamins, and so then, therefore, they don't think about the importance of them. You should be taking them now anyway, just because we're in kind of a medical crisis time frame, right? So you should be keeping your immune system as boosted as possible, as healthy as possible, so that you can fight off anything that you get, okay? And vitamins play a really, really big goal in that. You need vitamins anyway in preps as a prepper and being prepared, just because to be able to later get your vitamin counts and your different levels of vitamins in your system up, okay? Next thing is, I think is important, and I've been thinking a lot about, is just ways to purify, disinfect, filter water. So, all the different things that you would do. Yes, if something simple like, hey, a storm came and, you know, they're saying, hey, just boil the water. That's what you need to do. It's just, you're still using the same water from the system, but just extra precautionary. You need to boil it. Okay, fine. So you obviously have to have a way to do that in a pan. But I'm thinking a little bit further, you guys. So be thinking about filtering systems. Be thinking about crude filtering systems, homemade filtering systems that you buy, handheld ones. Don't be just getting, you know, a little Sawyer Mini or something small and just be calling it a day. No, that is not going to suffice, okay? Yeah, that's cool for on the go or whatever. But I'm thinking long-term, you know, big time filtering systems and purification systems, right? Your bleach, your tablets, your purification tablets, all your good stuff that makes water safe to drink. You need to be thinking about that and getting smart on homemade or from the land type filtering systems and how to put those together as well, okay? So I've been thinking. I've been hitting water a lot. But making water clean to drink is just as important. You can have all the water in the world, but if you don't have a way to make it safe, you know, then you're hurting yourself. Next thing is home defense. I talk about this a lot, but just really, if you cannot invest in anything at all, like just get a good camera on your door. Get some lights, get some solar lights that you can just pop up that are just solar ran all around your house. And light it up, okay? You've got to be able to get the things, all your entry points, make your front door as strong as possible. Put your dowel rods and your different things in your windows to help that extra security. Do not be leaving your windows and doors unlocked, you guys. Do not be leaving your windows unlocked at night because it's hot. I know it's hot, but don't be doing that, okay? You cannot be making yourself a soft target and going into winter, fall and winter. I just think it's not the time to sleep on or slip up on what you're doing, okay? The next thing I would urge you to do or start is start canning. So I know I hear a lot of people that they're like me. Before I started canning, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait for what, you know, I'm gonna wait. There's no reason to wait. Now's the time. You can get canners fairly cheap. I have some on my affiliates, so take a look at those through Amazon. Again, you don't have to do it through me, but it will get you to kind of the area where the other canners will come up to, okay? And just get you a little canner, you guys, and start pressure canning meat and food so that you can kind of get into it and see how it goes. If you are really scared about pressure canning, buy the pressure canner and put it to the side and then get everything for water bathing, and then just start with water bathing till you get comfortable and then move up to it. But I would urge you that do not wait. Definitely don't wait to get the items, okay? I think we're going to get to a point where prepping items, preparedness items, you know, food preservation items are not going to be able to be found someday, right? You're not going to be able to find jars and lids and the actual canners themselves and all that good stuff, okay? So get that now. Even if you're like, look, I don't have any time to do it now, you better get the stuff, get the canner and get it in your home, okay? Next thing I have is kiddos. So anything to do with kiddos, be thinking about winter time, things that you would normally be doing, and get those things. Extra school stuff, you know, what's the difference if these kiddos have to come home? We recently just started, like in the last couple of days, we're literally signing up for a hybrid online homeschooling program, okay? It's official, taking my child out of the school system or the public school system. Now, the thing is, though, is for anybody else that's in the school system, you need to be thinking about what you still need to make life easy for you when these kids come home, okay? You know, even if it's, you know, they get sick or whatever, you need to have your plans on what exactly to, you know, what exactly you're going to do if they have to come home and what that looks like and what do you still need, you know? Do you need some kind of technology? Do you need kid stuff, extra supplies, extra charts for the walls? What do you need? I know we're kind of versed in this already because a lot of us already dealt with it, but just, again, think about kiddos. Again, if you can get ahead of it, you know, start getting your Christmas and stuff now. It will be cheaper now if you do it, get their presents and stuff now. And then my last thing is just, we talk about food a lot, but one thing I've been concentrating on is soups. So soups that I can, so you can make your soup or make your beans or soup and then canning that soup, or just simply buying cans of soup, you guys, off the shelves. My own mom, you know, she sent me a, and she's not any kind of like, she's not as crazy as me, you guys, but she sent me a picture the other day of bare shelves, and I was like, oh man, what aisle of the store is that? And she was like, it's soups, and it was totally cleaned out. And this goes for just because of food inflation, right, or food shortages right now, inflation, all that good stuff, you're going to see shortages. But obviously you're going to see shortages in stuff like soups because of people being sick. First of all, normal, regular flu season. It's a regular season for people to kind of come down with something, but also you have Delta variant that's just doing a number on people. And so, you know, soups is one of those things that makes you feel good. It's nice and hot and warm, and is usually typically pretty hearty, okay? And just remember, I know a lot of people are like, oh, the soup on the shelves, that's full of sodium. Remember, you don't have to just eat the soup, okay? You just use the soup to add it to something, right? Add it to some pasta, beans, or rice, okay? And you can make it heartier, and then it will spread out that sodium content, okay? And it will make it last a little bit longer. So that's just my tips, you guys. That's just kind of where my head's at. I'm just feeling kind of like, just keep at it. You know, I'm not feeling run down. I'm not feeling overwhelmed yet. I am feeling like there's just so much going on, and I'm a very, very strong person. And I know I have a lot of subscribers that hit me up that are struggling and are feeling super, super overwhelmed. And I'm telling you, the way that you get past that is to continue to prep, to continue to get things in your house, because the more things that you get under your roof and with your family and prepare, the more at ease you will be at. When something happens, you'll be more at ease and you'll feel a little bit better, okay? And it won't freak you out. Like this family, we're not freaked out about any kind of blackouts, any kind of downgrade scenarios, any kind of shit hitting the fan scenarios. Like we're ready. We're locked and loaded. This family is on is ready to go, okay? From the kiddos to us, obviously. I mean, this is something that we talk about daily. This isn't like something that is just a hobby of mine and I just bring my family along for the ride. So I've been talking for a minute. I will let you guys go. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think as far as just, hey, first of all, where's your mind at? What are those last minute things you're getting? And specifically, what are you doing to get ready for fall, winter, right? What are you doing to get ahead of, you know, this emergency crisis getting worse, whether that's with Delta variant or some other kind of crazy variant comes? You know, what are you doing to keep your family safe right now? You know, are you doing all the protocols? And keep it separate, because I'm very, very aware of the dynamic of, you know, the medical crisis and then all the little branch offs of that in regards to rights and mandates and just, I am very aware of all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, you're still not trying to mess around, okay? You need to keep your family safe, okay? So I'm not asking you to comply or anything like that. I'm just saying, do what you got to do now to keep your family safe and to get ahead of things that are, you know, are going to happen this fall, winter. And there's more. I mean, I just think it's going to get worse, right? Every single day it's something. And I just think it's going to be worse. And I think it's going to be one of the hardest fall, winters that the United States has seen in a really long time, whatever that means. Okay. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.